good morning, good morning. Set up your playlist, find your music. So we are 5 Vishuddha on Spotify. You can put it on a speaker, you can put it on an earbud, whatever works for you. Hook up to your music, so good. So we have this new schedule going. In case you tuned in and you wondered where everything was. Sunday, live class. Sunday at 8, Tuesday at noon, and Thursday at noon. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and I will pop onto Instagram and do a little 10-minute thing that you can do anytime, which I think will be lovely. And that way you have a practice in your pocket that you can replay. I'll put it up on YouTube and Facebook as well. And so if you have your oils, it goes to the base of the throat, base of the neck, soles of the feet. We are busy, and there is much in our world. And rather than, there can be a place where we feel, I must do everything to have it count. I must do all of it. Or if I can't do all of it, I'll do none of it. And you can feel that when you're in the postures, and you're in the posture and it's new to you and you're like, I can't do it. And there's this sort of collapse. And this is very detrimental to our spirit. Because we go from maybe I can, I'll give it a try, to I guess I can't. And this begins a story, and he begins to reinforce a story, and he begins to tell us, I'm less than I really am. Whereas maybe this isn't right for you today, but this is. Maybe this is too much, but this is just right. So rather than collapsing and quitting, let's adjust the posture, let's adjust the practice so that you are coming to this and getting just what you need to carry you forward. And then using it as you like. If you want to go every day, that's fantastic. I'm absolutely doing my morning practice every morning. But that's taken decades to build up and to arrange everything else around that, to train my family to sustain that. And if that works for you, replay today, tomorrow. And you will hear new things. For today, keep rewriting your story. This is the work of Vishuddha that is absolutely turning me inside out. Had this wonderful teacher yesterday. It was a presentation and we had to rewrite our introduction. Hello, how are you? Who are you? What do you do? And we had to come up with 20 different ways of saying, what do you do? And so you can see I put some up on Instagram and Facebook. I'm a daily vitamin of light and persistence. Right? What do you do? I put ease in your persistence. What do you do? I help your finite self connect to your infinite self. There's so many things that we could say. There's so many ways to write our story. So let it get looser. All of this physical loosening, let your story become loose as well, so that you can rewrite and re-perceive what it is that you're here to do. This is the work of Vishuddha, so powerful. So bring yourself into a cross-legged seat. You'll want to have a block. You'll want to have a blanket. If you like, you can have a cat set up behind you for moral support. You can move your sandbags out of the way and sit tall. Heart high. Ong Namo, I bow to everything outside of me, all the stories that are changing, and all the changing stories that hold my story. I bow to this. We are one story. Guru Dev Namo, I bow to everything inside of me. I bow to the story that is writing itself through me, a cell at a time. I bow to the outside, I bow to the inside, and the way they meet in this moment. 3 times with me, inhale. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo Put your sound into the world. Put your story into the washing machine. And let it move. Find your playlist. And we start at oceans. And come to lie on your back. Good morning. Happy Tuesday. I am so happy that you're here. Good. Tap your feet. Make contact. Tap your heels. Make contact. Wag your tail. Drop your shoulders. Put your palms flat to the floor. And from there, right hand overhead, inhaling. And then the right hand down, exhaling. Left hand overhead, inhale. Left hand down, exhale. And continue, right hand, reach a little bit. And down. And the left hand, reach a little bit. And down. One more each side. Widen your armpits, broaden your collarbones, open the base of your throat, and lengthen the back of your neck. Turn your palms open, just feel that simple gesture. Let it change your story. And come onto hands and knees, if you like, a blanket under your knees. Take that space of the throat. And tuck your chin and round your back. And return. Exhaling to round, inhaling to open. You're finding a pace that your spine is prepared for. And then you're just taking it a little bit at a time. X to round, in to open. And then turn your thumbs to point forward, turn your fingers away. Round and open. And try to draw your shoulders apart, your elbows apart. Reach into the fingertips, open your face. Try to draw your hands apart. And then turn your fingers back to point forward and draw your right knee into your chest and then back. Exhaling, knee to chest, inhaling, open. Start to drive the breath out of the body with the thigh. And bring your right knee to your shoulder and across to the left. Exhale, knee to shoulder, inhale, open. Oh, one more. Put your right foot wide to the right. Put your right foot flat into the floor. Come onto your fingertips and shift your hips back to your heels. There's your breath out, opening. Inhale, rising. And back. And as you stay back, give it a little bit side to side. All the way through the outer ankle, all the way through the inner knee. And then stepping up, put your right foot up. Turn your toes out to the right. Put a block beneath your left hand. And then your right shoulder makes a great circle right through your fingertips. Hips forward and back. Keep your right arm beside your right ear and let your hips come forward and let your hips go back. Drawing your pubic bone forward using your front heel. And as you keep that, lift your left knee, lift your left hip. So lift your left hip and turn your right rib all at one time so you can float your left heel over the ball of your left foot behind you. From that floating, lift the left thigh, and from the left thigh, roll the right ribs. And then setting down. Hands and knees. Put your block on the right side. And cat-cow. Round your back, tuck your chin. And let it go. Round. And release. Left knee to the chest. And then back. Knee to chest. Open and close. Bring your left knee to your shoulder and cross to the right. One more. Good. Step your left foot to the left. Left foot is flat. Fingertips ahead of your shoulders and shift your hips back. Little tuck of the chin. Inner knee opens, sole of the foot opens, arms are long. Rising up, chest is broad. And then exhale, round, press back. To rise. And to go back. Good, and a little side to side. Rising up. Step your left foot outside of your left hand and turn your toes out. And your right hand on the block. And then the left hand makes a great circle. Bending your knee, sweeping forward, and rolling up and out. Where is it needed? How can it help? Good. And then keeping your left knee bent, arm beside your ear, let your hips move forward and back. Keep your left knee bent, lift your right knee off the floor. And float your back heel over the ball of the foot, lift your right hip. Ha. Turn the left ribs. And turn your left palm to see the floor. Float the back heel over the ball of your foot. Lift the right thigh. And set down. Child's pose. Knees wide, toes together. Fold back. Rise onto your shins, sweeping up, thumbs pointing back, chest is open. And as you fold down, thumbs down, hips back, chest to thighs, head falls. Sweep up, inhale. And then exhale, fold. So the backs of your hands come to your spine. Spinning through your thumbs. Thumbs point back at the top. Folding down, this time only the right hand to rise. Keep the left where it is. As you fold down, look to the left. Exhale. Left hand, inhale up. Turn right, exhaling. Right hand, sweep up. Fold down, look left. Left hand up. Fold down, look right. One more. Each side. Down dog. May there be renewed length in your arms. Drop your head, soften your knees, open your elbows and armpits. Wrap your armpits towards your heart. Press the base of your first finger knuckle into the floor to send your hips up and back. And fold your blanket in half, setting it aside. Walk your feet to your hands, hands to your hips. Sit down to stand up. And let it go. Let it all just pass through you. Let it be completed. Step your left foot back and your left hand high. So your right hand goes wide, turn your thumb down and take your back of your hand to your spine. Hinge at the hip, folding, and find maybe a block under your left hand or maybe hand to the floor. Swing your hips to the left, drop your head. Here's your foundation. Rising back up is your inhalation. Lift your left thigh to lift your hand. And as you fold, turn your navel to the right. 2 more. Inhaling up. Folding down. 1 more. So keep the hands, keep the feet. See if you can bring your nose outside of the right side of your shin. Bend your right knee, stepping up, hand to hip, stand tall. Let it go, let it go, let it move through. Be complete, be finished. The right foot steps back, the right hand high. Left hand wide, left thumb down, take the back of your hand to the spine and rise up. Hinging forward, fingertips to the floor. Maybe the floor, maybe a block. Swing your hips to the right, drop your head. This is your base. Right hand up, inhale. To fold. To rise. Fill your chest. And then empty your navel, turning to the left. And 1 more. Smooth and steady. Strong back leg. And hinge. Bring your nose outside your left shin. Swing your hips to the right. Firm your legs to lengthen your toes and lift the hips so slightly. And as you lift the hips, the spine grows long and the back of the neck gets even longer. Bend your left knee, put your right up, hand to hip, standing tall. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Left foot steps back, back foot to the floor, bend your front knee, reach your hands wide. Here's warrior 1 and set down. Here's inhale. Bend your front knee, reach out. This is inhale, hands down, exhale. Inhale to reach. Your gaze is forward, but your back heel is reaching back and down, and from the navel reaching all directions. Left hand only, bring it down. And then left hand comes back up, warrior 1. Left hand only. Draw your hands apart and keep that length in the back leg. 1 more time. Turn your navel right and then reach. To stay, navel to spine, turning right. Thumbs point back, navel comes back, heart comes back, ribs come back, left thigh comes back. And the shoulders soften and break open. And it's as though suddenly you can see further in your peripheral vision. Soften your shoulders, soften your fingertips, turn your navel right. And then leaning forward, step up. Now let it through. Right foot steps back, left knee bends, hands reach out long, warrior one. And on an exhale, straighten your front leg, bring it down, turn your navel left. And we work this way. Inhale, we reach, lengthening out the right thigh, right heel. This time only the left hand will come down, and you turn your navel to the left. Ha! Keep that as you reach out with the left hand. And breathe, exhaling down. And inhale, reach. Keep this. Draw your heel back, your thigh back, your navel back, your heart back, your ribs back, soft shoulders. You are drawn back like a magnet. Soften, trust this. Fall back and rise up. Ha. Leaning forward, letting go. Be done. All of it, let it pass through you, beyond you. You've done your part. Bend your knees, fold down. Stepping back, down dog. Base of the first finger knuckle down. Shoulders roll back. Open your chest, lift your tail, drop your head. Knees down, roll right over onto your back. Pause. Right hand up overhead, left palm flat. As you bring your right hand down, look to the left, shoulder and chin. Left hand overhead. As you bring your left hand down, look to the right, bring your chin to your shoulder. Now lift your hips, right hand up, hips up. As you bring your right hand down, look to the left shoulder, chin to touch. And then left hip, left hand, and chin to the shoulder. Right hand. And down. And left. Look right. One more each side. Roll down. Turn your palms open. Starting to feel the ease and the magic, the sensation of ease in the body. Turn right over, downward facing dog. Feel the space between your collarbones, down your arms and up your chest. Walk your feet to your hands. Sit your seat down. Walk your hands back. And your fingertips point right towards your heels, your seat. Widen your elbows, round your back, tuck your belly in, tuck your chin in, and then wrap your elbows in, press straight down to lift your heart. And exhaling, rounding, widening, falling in. Wrapping up, inhale, sitting tall. And down. And pause tall. Base of the first finger knuckle down, just like down dog. Lift your hips an inch and rock forward. And rock back. Rise an inch. Rock forward. Come back. Rise an inch. One more. Open the shoulders, the wrists, the ankles. And find your tabletop. Lift your chin. Drop the crown of your head behind you. Stand in your feet. Stand in your hands. Lengthen your fingers and toes. Can you open your elbows? Can you stand more clearly in the base of your first finger knuckle? In the base of your big toes? And then tuck your chin, elbows widen, set it down, and find your staff pose, sitting tall, legs out long, heart comes up high, notice. Becoming effortless. Bend your right knee and turn to the right, navel to spine. Staff pose, bend your left knee, turning left, navel to spine. So inhale to turn and exhale to rinse. Into staff, out to turn. One more each side. And sitting tall. So heart comes up, shoulder blades in and under the back. Bend your knees, cobbler, so heels together. Press your outer knees toward the floor. And without using your hands, come into boat. Return to cobbler. Press your heels wide, sitting up tall. And to cobbler. And to staff. Using your low belly to move your heels. Cobbler, press wide. Boat. Cobbler, exhale. Heels wide, exhale. Cobbler, exhale. Staff, exhale. Again, cobbler, exhale. Boat, palms together, knees to shoulders, and boat. Inhale, knees bend. Exhale, legs press. Inhale. Exhale, palms press. One more. Sitting tall, cobbler. Heels wide. Keep your heart high. So there's a back bend, even as you make a forward fold. Seat back, legs long, right to the tips of your toes. Fingertips under your shoulders. Maybe palms, maybe forearms. Sitting up tall, bring the heels together. Cobbler. Draw your toes back and apart. Press the outer edges of your feet together, your heels together, and walk your hips one at a time towards your heels. And press your outer knees wide and down. Heart is up, chest is broad, breath is smooth. Staff pose. Heels out, toes back, hands down. So your shoulder blades wrap towards your spine. There's a little arch in the low back. The seat goes down. If needed, the knees bend. And you can feel that the back of the neck is getting longer as the shoulder blades, as the chest opens, the shoulder blades gather, the seat goes down, the heart comes up, the chin goes in. Just starting to feel more and more clearly what an upright chest really is, especially for women. We'll have a tendency to kind of get here. And I want you to draw your shoulders up, back, and down behind you. Feel the chest come open. You are safe, you are strong enough, and you are held in protection. And pause your playlist and build your cross-legged seat, sitting tall on the edge of a bolster or a chair. And cross your legs and sit up tall. Again, feel the sternum is rising, the back of the neck is lengthening, the seat is deep. We've made this beautiful cross-legged foundation. Let your breath be steady and smooth. We clear our throat and we grow familiar with our own sound, with E. Sometimes we have the greatest of ideas, but we don't dare say them aloud. We are unaccustomed to our own sound. So as you do this, imagine you're just clearing a collar of light from the throat. The sound is E. We hold that sound for 7 to 8 counts, and we inhale for 6 counts. So sitting tall, inhale. One more. Normal breathing. Feel. And then we turn the single sound into a pulsing rhythm. We give it energy, consistency, and persistence. The sound is hum, H-A-M. It's coming through the throat, but you can feel the breath will come through the abdomen and it will flush the breath through you. 1 minute. Hum, 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 hum. 5 more. Hum, 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 hum. Normal breathing. And just feel, let it through you, into connective tissue, into memories, into plans. Take it back in time and take it forward. Restart your playlist at nature. And we will come to stand, settling into our Kriya. Moving this energy all through a prepared body. Letting through what's here to be said. Heels slightly wider than hips, knees ever so soft. Imagine your toes spinning open and your heels spinning in. Feel that all the way through the pelvis. Palms together, thumbs to the top of your sternum. And as you extend your arms out to 60 degrees, your chin follows your thumbs and you bring it back in. So you're not pressing your hands overhead. There's an extension forward as though the fingertips are going just ahead of the tips of your toes. And the crown of your head is going just behind the edge of your heels in the back. Inhale. And exhale. Now close your eyes and move at a pace that has meaning and purpose to you. Toes try to spin out, heels try to spin in, knees so soft, fingers extending just ahead of the toes, head dropping just behind the heels, and this energy rising right through the throat. One more. Let your hands separate, inhale, and 3 more sips, fill it up. Heart up, chin in, stay. Trace your attention up the spine, a little shimmy, help it loosen, help it rise. Chin up, breath out, hands down, be done, and notice. There is so much guidance right here, waiting for us. Soften your own decisions and efforts and let this move into you, showing you where it's easy, where it feels of home. Cross-legged seat or onto your chair. Sitting tall, turn your palms open. Shoulder blades under your heart. Chest is high, seat is low. Turn to the left. And turn to the right. Inhaling left, exhaling right. Working there, or arms extended out. Open the elbows, spin your thumbs back. From your thumbs, lift your sternum, navel back. So we are just over halfway through this sequence. Start to find the details. The thumbs point back, the palms are open. The heart is rising, the navel is back to the spine. You are steady. Inhale left, exhale right, close your eyes. clear the passage so new words can move through you, both moving in and moving out. How can it become simple? Let each moment be complete. Let it go. Rather than accumulating tension or stress, let each movement, each breath be complete and start again. Center, hands to 60. Inhale, 3 sips. Heart up, chin in. Lift the pelvic floor and trace your attention up your spine to the crown of your head. Lift your chin and breathing out, bring it down. Sitting tall, notice the clarity, the brilliance, the change. Turn your palms down on your thighs. Good. Left shoulder up and down. Right, down. Inhale, exhale, in, exhale. Let it be easy. That we can pick some simple thing and just see it through. No drama, no hesitation. It could be anything. You could write a book like this. Just a page at a time, a word at a time. No drama, no distress. You could raise a child this way. A day at a time. Let there be ease in your persistence. In, X, in, X. Two, shimmy, out the hands. Pause. Ready? Come to kneel. Set a block between your heels. If kneeling doesn't suit your body, doesn't suit your knee joints or your ankles, then sit on a chair, but sit at the front edge of the chair. Knees bent, feet flat if you're there. If you need 2 blocks, set up 2 blocks. Be simple. Palms down, heart high. Open your mouth, find a whisper of ha. Perfect, right from the abdomen. Bring your lips together Breathe out the nose. Same breath. Keep the breath. Lift your hands. Turn your thumbs up, then turn your thumbs away. Keep the breath. Arms straightening as you're ready. Shoulders draw back just behind the tips of your toes. Fingertips just ahead of the kneecaps. Chin is lifted to point at the fingertips. Thumbs spin away. Heart lifts. Shoulder blades under the body. Everything coming together. You know how to do this. Now find the ease and persist. Where are you accumulating tension? Where can you soften? Where can you rise? Seat down, heart up, shoulder blades in, thumbs point away, chin slightly lifted, steady on. You got 20 seconds. Hands up high, inhale, chin up, 3 sips, go. Heart up, chin in, pause, lift the pelvic floor. Trace your attention up the spine to the top of the head. Lift your chin, breathe out, and elbows, hands, descend. Stay tall, notice. Come to lie down on your back. The way we began. Knees bent, feet flat. Blocks and blankets aside. And once on your back, tap your feet. Make contact, wag your tail. Palms turned down. Right hand overhead. That's your breath in. Right hand down, that's your breath out. Left side. And down. Right hand, straighten your right leg, heel to the floor, flex your foot, and bend your knee, right hand back to beginning. Inhale, left side opens, leg and arm, and exhale, put it back. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Good. Work like that, or bring your hands to your shins, your feet off the floor, and open hand and leg and come back to the shin. Right side. Exhale back. And now let it be easy. And let the ease become quick. Just a hinge of the hip and the knee. And the breath swinging in and out. 2, 1. Feet flat. Turn your palms open, walk your heels long and wide. Shake out your feet and your knees and your tail. And be still. Let it be easy. Practice being in a state of ease. Even more. Even more. Bend your knees and roll yourself up to a seat. Feet flat, hands behind you. Fingertips pointing in, bend your elbows, widen them out. And then gather your elbows in, pressing down, heart comes high. Bend your elbows, widening out. And then press and rise. Pause halfway up. Draw your navel forward, your seat down, a little arch in the low back, shoulder blades under the heart. Work there or work your legs out, sitting in the backs of your hips. Sit down into the thighs. And then 6 counts in, 6 counts out. Nice and smooth. If it's too much, go 4 counts. Close your eyes. Find the breath. So when your chest starts to collapse, wrap your elbows in and let your shoulder blades hold your heart. And as you make space, the chin comes up. And as the chin comes up, the shoulders soften. And remember, it's not all or nothing. Find your edge and be gentle and persistent. Little tiny arch in the low back. Keep sitting down into the backs of your thighs. Lightly pulling your heels in, your heart up. The breath is full and symmetrical. Drop your belly button back. Walk yourself up. And sitting in staff pose, fingers point forward, heart keeps coming up, right? That little arch in your back, shoulder blades drawn back, chin down, and then chin up. Just halfway down and halfway up. And pause neutral. Deepen your breathing. Roll your shoulders, roll your wrists. Come to kneel. Last one. Last one. So blanket down beneath your knees and your shins. A block between your heels, or again sitting on the edge of your chair. So you're kneeling, you're supported kneeling, whatever that looks like. Hands to thighs, draw yourself forward, draw yourself back. Inhaling forward and exhaling back. That it could be a great joy to free our stories, to see them in new ways. We are so familiar with one version. As you make space in your body, find a new version of your story that has a little play, that has the crazy absurdity of all that we're doing right now. Inhale forward, fill your chest. Exhale back, empty your navel. So there's stability, digest all of it. You are safe and held right here. So make space and be held. Right? Hold opposite wrists if that works for you, or full gesture, thumbs point back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Feel into the heart coming forward, feel into the navel going back. Rewrite your story. Feel the elevation that's available to you, through you. Feel the stability in your persistence. And feel the joy that lands right between the two. Eyes closed, the hint of a smile, the pleasure of being in your own body, of being in your own practice. And on the inhale, bring your attention to the top of your head. And on the exhale, bring it down to the base of your spine. And let the point between the two be a line of light, a bead, a beam, inhaling to the top of the head. Exhale the light to the base of the spine. And move between the two. Let it be easy. More than that, joyful and free. Stay with it. Train your mind. Persist. and upright. And 3 sips, go. Heart up, chin in, lift the pelvic floor, trace through the line to the crown of the head. Little wriggle, rise, rise, rise. Chin up, breath out, arms down, palms open. Work here, sitting tall, savoring, or lying back. Body flat to the floor, palms open, rest. Be at ease. Take your hands overhead, wherever you are. Reaching out. And build your cross-legged seat. We finish with 5 ohms. The body absolutely prepared the energetic channels of our body as though we've been tuned. And so placing this sound, this original sound of all things, it's said that the sound of Om is the sound our electrons make, if only we could hear them. So move this sound through you, A in the belly, U in the chest, M in the head. The breath follows it in between. 5 times. Feel it move through you. Wash yourself in your own sound. Inhale. still. 1 minute, just let it reside in you. Feeling the spine grow tall, the chin so lightly in, the seat widens and roots. Be rearranged. In the very echoes of your own resonance, be rearranged, be changed. Stay as long as you like. When you conclude, sweep wide. Palms together, the thumbs to the forehead center. I bow to this frequency, this sound that moves through all things, that moves through me. I am this. 8 count Sat, 2 count Nam. Inhale. Sat. Nam. Sat Nam. Stay in the quiet. Stay in what you've made, soak it in, make more. Use it when you need it. Keep opening this space, and in the opening of this space, keep allowing your story to loosen its ties, to be rearranged in ways that may not make sense at first. How do you describe who you are? We've only known such a small range of how to reply. Who are you? What do you do? Loosen it. Let it get bigger. I am a practitioner of light. I am a mover of molecules. I am a maker of sound. These are all true. They do not need to be complete. They do not need to tell everything. Include yourself in your story in new ways. I'll be back on Thursday. So new schedule, Sunday morning at 8, Tuesday at noon, and Thursday at noon. If this serves you, play it tomorrow at noon. Play it tomorrow at 7 a.m. Play it when you choose. I'm right here with you. Newsletter went out explaining much more. Contact me, email me, marthamcalpin@yahoo.com. Ask me if any of it doesn't make sense. We're doing fewer so we can get more from it. Until then, I will see you on Thursday. Thank you. Thank you. Thursday at noon. Sat Nam. Devara, devara, devara.